Hello everyone, my name is Chewy. In today's video, I'm going to share and translate the video, the TV show that is featuring my teacher, Dr. Zhang Xiuqin in China TV program. Dr. Zhang is a very famous guasa expert in China. So please, sorry, don't mind about my scar on my face and my arms. I was trying to remove my freckles. So today the topic is on this belly fat loss, which is using some kind of a simple gadget such as cupping and gua sha. So this type of technique for today's is especially suitable for people with symptoms such as what we have listed here. So this type of people in general is a bit fat, it's more on the fat side, especially when they get older. And they have flames inside the body, like you know, they will feel like clearing their throats often, and they will sweat a lot. That's why they will feel sticky on the body, and they will feel a kind of heaviness in the body because dampness is water retention, which can make us feel that it's lazy to move and heaviness inside. So there's one example here. So that I would like to show. So this is the TV program that I talk about. So the middle guy is an audience. So he's a typical people with this phlegm dampness body type. You see that he's very strong and big size and fat, but of course not everyone will have such extreme case. You know, even when we are not very fat, we can also have this phlegm dampness body type. And the thing is that we need to know that this type of body is more prone to heart attack and stroke because of the water inside the body. The blood will tend to be thicker. It's something like you can imagine the blood to be something like a honey, you know, thicker. And another way to see whether we are that type of person is to look at the tongue. Like the tongue will have a thicker layer of this actually I don't know what it's called, the thick layer of whitish layer on it. Some could be yellow and some could be white. White indicate that the body is cold, and yellow indicate that the body is hot. But regardless, when it's thick, that means there is usually water retention in the body. So the technique that we are going to talk about is gua sha with the gua sha board. It means like taking out the sand in the body is a method to remove toxic in our body. So the way to hold a gua sha board is that we have to place our finger closer to the board, like that, so that it's easier for us to exert force when we gua. For example, you can see like here. So the board need to be a bit deeper. So we want to go to the, you know, the muscle and the meat, you know, like the flesh. So it's not only on the skin and pulling the skin. And of course we don't want it to be too deep and, you know, like scratch on our skin, for example, especially for when we do on the spine. So it has to be within the flesh area. Okay, so the segregation that we will talk about later is by the body bones, which I would like to show. Oh, and I realized just now the tongue photo is really very not clear. So, but you can search online. I mean, there are lots of this tongue photo. So when it's very white like that, so it's very thick like that, means that there's dampness in the body. So I would like to show the because later I'll be doing the demo, so I want to show the body structure. So the segregation you can see from here is you see the top will be from this bone at the chest to the lower ribs is called the upper abdominal. from the lower ribs to near the belly button. The red dot is the belly button. Near the belly button region is the middle abdominal, and you can see the bone from the side, you know, this bone. Then from here to the bottom is actually the lower abdominal. So basically we can take like this is the first part. Okay, so to the lower rib, so this is zone 1. From the rib to near the belly button area, this is zone 2. And so this is the bone that we shows on just now. So there's a bone here. So from here, so to below is the lower abdominal part. So why are we segregating 3? It's just so that we can, you know, qua one part by one part. I mean, and for belly fat losing, the key focus will be the middle abdominal area. So before we begin, I mean, we have to like breathe in. If not, like, you know, there will be a lot of fats that will be gluing on the fat instead of the flesh itself. So we have to put some oil, you know, always try to some medical oil here. So don't gua without oil on the body. It's not good for the skin. Okay. So I will focus on the middle abdominal lah for the belly loosing demo. So after we put on the oil, so we hold the kwasapan like I said just now. So we can do from the side. Okay. So in general, you know, like Chinese medicine says that, I mean, based on Chinese medicine, there are 11 systems of organ, and actually only 2 of them is in the chest area and the rest are all in the abdominal area. So it's very good for us to do health maintenance if we try to gua our abdominal area frequently. Like you can start from top to bottom, left to right. Okay, so very slowly. If let's say, you know, you don't feel anything, that means your body is quite good. This angle can be, the angle to the body usually is about 45 degrees. I mean, it's not very strict for this type of gua sha. Okay, you can do from left to right. And sometimes if let's say you have constipation or you have some gastric problem, you will find at some point you will feel some pain, or you will feel there's a lump there, like there could be a soft lump or a hard lump. So actually I feel that there's something here. So then when you feel something, or actually because this type of lump is actually that means there's some stagnation of this energy or blood or water at this area. So you can't feel it when you are touching with your hands. So this gua sha board is a very good way to help us diagnose, you know, and capture where is the knot. So like in this case, actually I find a knot there. Then you can try to slowly try to focus on that area and, you know, try to relieve the knot. So basically if you have some problem, you can do very slowly, like you can screen like 1 inch one time, you know, so that you can find the problematic point. But of course, if let's say you are very healthy, there's no problem, you know, you can just do a quick stroke. So it's good for health maintenance as well, as I said. So and oh yeah, okay, so here there's some pain point. Sometimes when there's some pain point, and trust me, it's really true. So all this point, that means when it's pain, it's not normal. So you know, like when there's no problem, actually you will feel very good. Like when people stroke for you, you will feel like you fall asleep because it's very comfortable. But when there's a problem, you will feel some pain there. So then it's time for you to focus on that point and slowly try to, you know, release that knot. And this one will improve your constipation, your problem with respect to that area. And because, you know, like the qi, and qi means energy, and the blood in our body has to be circulating well. Like all this kind of pain point and bumps and resistance means that there are some blockage inside. Like for example, a baby, you know, like baby don't have much blockage. Their body, their flesh is very soft. So like when the flesh is soft, meaning that it's very healthy and there's no blockage there. Okay, so just repeat a short one. So left to right, top to bottom. Okay, just one direction. Kwasa, you don't do like, you know, like that, you know, like you want your blood and qi to flow one way. So after one way, you take out, remove it from the skin and body, then you do again. Okay, always one directional. Okay, one way and one way, and focus on the pain point or the resistance or the bumps and all that. So you see, like when my bumps here is actually right below the ribs, that means it's something related to the liver and the gallbladder. The second method that we are going to talk about is the cupping method. So you can see that there are some cups on my body, and this is what they show in the show. So cupping is super effective in removing dampness. It's highly recommended for people with dampness. Okay, so we can start off the cupping at the center of the belly button. Okay, you will feel a bit of pain, like tension. If let's say, especially if you have dampness in the body, okay, then you will put 2 beside it and 2 above and below it, followed by 4 more here. So that means you will have 9 on your tummy. You can leave it on your body for 15 minutes and do it every day to remove the dampness in the body. And for serious people, and please don't leave it for too long, okay? 10 to 15 minutes is sufficient, okay? 5, okay? 15 minutes, don't be too long, okay? So then, if let's say for people with very serious dampness, you can see that there will be water or like some kind of like smoky type of feeling here, because the body will release water into the cup. It's a very fantastic way of removing dampness in the body. And there are also many acupoint beside and near the belly button as this water remover acupuncture point. So okay. The last part is on a walking cupping method on our thigh meridian. So Chinese medicine believes that there's this like a belt meridian along our waist. So this is the only meridian that is horizontal in our body. The rest are all like vertical. Okay, so it's a very special meridian. It's related to the reproduction system as well, and this urination system. So our demo how to do a walking cupping first. First, we have to apply sufficient oil, because it's going to be more painful if it's you have a very high pressure. So we need to make sure that we have sufficient oil. Then, so the thigh point is thigh acupuncture point is from the belly button to here, and from here the center line. So this will be the point. It can be a bit pain. So you can start from a smaller pressure, then you pull it. So this is what we call a walking cupping method. Okay, so in this case, this is not the thigh meridian. Okay, so we have to walk the cup on the thigh meridian, which is following the bone. You know, we have a bone here. Just now I showed the bone. So from the thigh meridian, this is a thigh acupoint. So we pull the cup down and up on this thigh meridian for 10 times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times on one side. So this one will strengthen and make sure that the thigh meridian can be unblocked, so that it can function well and hold our fats better. That's how it will help with the belly fat reduction. And also this is related to, like I say, reproduction system. For example, if let's say we have problem there, we probably will feel some pain point as well. So it's good to take care of that and unblock it. So I'm going to show the point is like along this bone side. So from the thigh point, we move the cup like that. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope this can help you to release to reduce your belly fat. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.